Hi everybody, Laura here for Simon Says Stamp. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a fun project featuring these picture book bear and fox dies. I'm going to call it the picture book birthday card. I love these sweet little critters, and what I'm doing here is I'm still on my quest. I believe it's probably going to be a never-ending quest to use up my scraps, but it's perfect for a project like this because you have to die cut all the little parts of the animal to fill in, like his belly, the ears. So I'm doing pink for the ears, run it through just on the top. So I'm using a bunch of little scraps of colored cardstock, and then I use my little retractable needle tool. Is fantastic for popping out the eyes and the nose and all that jazz. So I'm running through some black cardstock just for the eyes and the nose. If you didn't want to do this with all the different colored pieces of cardstock, you could run it through with white and then color the white cardstock with Copics or ink blending. Now I'm using this party banner die, and again, more scraps, trying to line them up where one of those triangle banners would be so I can die cut a bunch at once. And yes, look at these little slivers. I feel like I'm being so efficient with all my scraps. Don't you love it when that happens? It's like when you can get the kids to eat leftovers. You get 2 meals for the price of 1. That rarely ever happens. No one ever wants to eat the leftovers. Well, most of the time there are no leftovers at my house, but when there are leftovers, nobody wants to eat them. Let me clarify, unless it's dessert. Now that's another story. Okay, I'm using the Cuddly Critters Accessories stamp set, also by Simon Says Stamp, and I'm stamping some balloons, party hat, and a bow tie. So what I'm doing here is stamping red Hot Lips ink, Hot Lips, on red cardstock. I'm using Sunshine on Sunshine cardstock. I'm using Audrey Blue ink on the Audrey Blue cardstock. These were really designed for the Cuddly Critters stamp set, but I'm going to use these accessories to accessorize the picture book animals, and it works like a charm. So now I'm doing another set of party hat, bow tie, and balloon. I actually end up doing 3 balloons. Gotta have 3 balloons. Can't have 2 balloons. We talked about this before. Rule of thirds. Gotta have 3 balloons. You know what I'm saying? So now I use the coordinating dies to die cut this out. There was a lot of die cutting with this project. I cranked that big shot, cranked that puppy like nobody's biz. Keeping the old bicep muscles nice and toned. Over here in these parts, we call it shredded wheat. When you get shredded and toned. I'm joking. I'm not very shredded and I'm not very toned, but I'm going to work on that. And I'll tell you what, cranking that big shot, it can only help. That's what I say. So now I'm just adhering all the parts of the picture book animals. So sweet. So I used cream for the bellies and putting in some pink on the inners of the ear. I can't recommend this quick pick tool enough. That is a lifesaver. My #1 most used tool, always on my desk, never even gets put in the drawer, is my Teflon bone folder. If I can't find it, I start to have a panic attack. My #2 tool are these tweezers. Let me tell you, and every once in a while, somebody will steal them and have a panic attack. I don't really have a panic attack, but inside, I feel like I'm having a panic attack. And then probably my #3 might be that quick pick tool. I'm telling you. That's a lifesaver, especially right here for putting in these little black eyeballs. Well, they're probably not eyeballs, but let's just call them eyes. The quick pick tool is a game changer. And I contemplated toying around with the idea of putting googly eyes on these. That would be a fantastic option, and I might try that next time I use these little picture book animals. So now I'm doing the party hats and the bow ties. This is my favorite part. Putting on a party hat and a bow tie. I changed my mind on the colors. I decided on the green hat for the fox. You know, it's all about getting the colors right. You know what they say, you look good, you feel good, and I'm sure these picture book animals are the same way. And if you don't know what you're doing, just do it with confidence. Now I'm adhering on, I just like to throw out little tidbits of wisdom. Adhering the balloons, and last but not least will be the party banner die. Now this string, super skinny piece of string. Not gonna lie, it was hard to put teeny tiny drops of glossy accents. So I take my paper towel, wiping off the excess that oozed out the sides. Now I hear people say that multi-matte medium might be a better glue option, a liquid glue option. It dries clear, that's what they say. But I gotta tell you, I'm hooked on my glossy accents. That little bottle with the precision tip, You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and I'm happy with it. Except for the times when it oozes out the sides, then I'm not happy with it. Okay, so now I'm trimming down my panel, trimming off the excess, and just cleaning up the edges. Got my big 12-inch tonic guillotine trimmer, which I adore. She's a Cadillac, but I'm thinking about getting the smaller size. You can get like a 6-inch tonic trimmer, which looks fantastic. Wouldn't take up so much room. But I don't know, I still like my big one. So now I'm using the Cuddly Critters Accessories stamp set for the sentiment as well. Popping this panel up onto a Nina Solar White card base, and she's finished. Look how sweet that bear and fox are with those accessories. That is a party waiting to happen. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.